At 7 o'clock, we'll call the regular meeting of December 10th to order.
Briggs,
Yes.
Nichols, Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
First item is approval of minutes of November 26th regular session.
I move that we approve the November 26, 2018 special regular session meeting minutes.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
First item under new business, bill number 2018-71, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign a contract documents with Horner and Schifrin Incorporated for wastewater facility plan. Reading by title only and passage. Mr. Slagle.
Yes, Your Honor. It's been 10 years since we did an update in looking at the treatment plant and facilities. Of course, as we know, we've done a lot of work in the last 10 years, and we will be operating under a new permit that has some new guidelines, and so we feel it's important once again to take a look at where we stand. So to kind of cover the details of what we're looking at from a facilities plan update and collection system analysis, we'll turn to Kenzie Russell.
Actually, I'd like to try to explain three items that are interconnected with each other, the facility plan, the hydraulic model, and our upcoming operating permit. The operating permit drives much of what we may need by way of improvements to our treatment and to our collection system. The new permit, which is actually been about 5 years in the making. We've been operating on an expired permit for close to 5 years. Includes some monitoring for nutrients, phosphorus and nitrogen. It is a shorter term permit. It's a 3-year permit rather than 5. DNR is in the process of trying to get all of the treatment permits in a given watershed on the same cycle of permitting. And so that's the reason that it is a shorter term than normal. For 2 of those years, it is an interim permit where we will monitor the nutrients. The 3rd year then shifts into a permanent permit. That opens the door where nutrient requirements may be imposed on our treatment system. Typically, once that is done, DNR does allow about a 2-year time frame for you to plan for and implement whatever's necessary to meet the new permit requirements. And so it is timely that we consider a facility plan currently, that we look at what these upcoming requirements may be, where we stand in our current treatment process with these requirements, because we will be monitoring those nutrients. We will know here in the next 6 months or so whether we are meeting them with our current treatment process or whether we will need to be adding or changing something in the treatment process, either by way of operations or by a new facility. And that can go into the facility plan. The facility plan also, we've indicated to Horner and Schifrin that we wanted to concentrate also on our collection system. And so they will be also looking at the second contract to present tonight at a hydraulic model, a capacity analysis, if you will, of our overall system, and advising us if we have capacity problems, looking at our growth areas, how much growth can we sustain without having a capacity problem, where improvements might be made either in lift stations to upgrade them or to eliminate them, possibly with the addition of trunk line. And so those kinds of things will go into the hydraulic model. The elements of the hydraulic model will fold into the facility plan in terms of possible improvements and a schedule of implementation that we can look at. The facility plan itself then provides us with a blueprint to move forward with our treatment system to meet the necessary requirements. It is also a necessary requirement should we choose to use revolving loan financing through DNR or through the EPA for any of those improvements. And so I would recommend that we proceed with getting the facility plan done and also the hydraulic model, which is the second contract as well. Be glad to try to answer any questions about all of this. It is a rather interconnected and complicated thing in many respects. We did budget sufficient funds for both of these contracts.
Can I ask you a question? You're talking about the nutrients. You're talking about phosphates and nitrates that are coming off of people fertilizing, or
They can come from a variety of sources, of course, but this would be elements that are entering the sanitary sewer system because we have a separated system from the stormwater system. Anything that would be coming off of fertilizer would only be coming through a leak in the system. More likely, it would be coming from industrial processes, from laundry, from other item or sources of that nature. Might be from air conditioner cooling towers and the chemicals that are used to reduce algae and that sort of thing.
Questions? Charles, pleasure.
go ahead, somebody else.
I make a motion to read bill number 2018-71 by title only.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes. Bill number 2018-71, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign task order number 5 with Horner and Schifrin Incorporated for a wastewater facility plan update. I move for passage of bill number 2018-71.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Next item B, bill number 2018-72, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign a contract document with Horner and Schifrin Incorporated for a hydraulic model and analysis of the sanitary sewer collection system. Anything else to say?
Nothing.
It's your all's pleasure.
Make a motion to read bill number 2018-72.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody needs to read it.
someone to read.
Oh, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Bill number
Oh, it's in white.
2018-7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what.
Bill number 201872, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign task order number 6 with Horner and Schifrin Incorporated for sanitary sewer collection system analysis.
Move for passage.
No, I move for passage.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Item C, bill number 2018-73, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign a contract documents with Plan B development for the 2019 Green Estate Park Culvert and Drainage Improvement. Reading by title only and passage. Mr. Schlegel.
Yes, Your Honor. We have had an ongoing phased project with replacing culverts and drainage within the Green Estate Park. This should be our final phase of this, and so we'll have Chad cover the bids and details.
Good Good evening, council. We placed advertisements for bids in the Mexico Ledger on November 8th for this culvert and drainage improvement phasing. Invitations to bid were sent to 22 local and regional vendors. We provided drawings, specifications, and other related contract information to 6 vendors at a required pre-bid meeting on November 11th. We got 5 bids that we opened on November 27th, with Plan B submitting the lowest and we considered best bid. The budget allows $30,000 for this work. Plan B's bid was $2646. So we recommend the council proceed with reading by title only and passage of the attached resolution authorizing the city manager to sign contract documents with Plan B development.
Thank you.
So what part is this doing? I can't really tell from this map very well.
What document are you looking at?
The
Pictures.
Phase 3 and 4.
It's phase 3 and 4. So it'll be the west side of the trail. I'm sorry, the east side of the trail. We started on the west and we've been working our way east ever since. So these are the shortest runs. There's quite a bit of them, but we did the longest runs in phases 1 and 2. These would be the shortest runs that need to be replaced.
Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure.
I move for reading of bill number 2018-73.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Bill number 2018-73, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign contract documents with Plan B Development for the 2019 Green Estate Park Culvert and Drainage Improvements. I move for passage of bill number 2018-73.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Now, next, under other business, staff reports, the purchase of 2 patrol cars for the Department of Public Safety. Mr. Flagel.
Yes, this is for our annual purchase to update 2 of our vehicles, and to cover the bids and the details, we'll turn to Chief Rocket.
Council. We'll be replacing some cars that are just aging out, had multiple repairs, and are the highest mileage cars, among the highest mileage cars. We'll be trading in a 08 Chevy Impala with almost 80,000 miles on it, and a Charger from 2016 with 82 plus. The specifications were sent out to 8 vendors, and we had 1 bid come back from Landmark Dodge, who we have bought cars from in the past, for 2 Chargers with the trade-ins. Our budgeted amount was $55,000, and both of these come into at $42,67 for the with trade-ins from the cars. And that's for the 2019 Dodge Chargers, and that's what they look like, only it won't say demo on them.
That's right.
Thought we changed the name of our town.
That's what
Demo town.
That's what they look like.
How about demo public safety?
They get demoed quick enough.
Charles, pleasure.
I move for the purchase of 2 patrol vehicles for the public for the public safety.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
You have the stated amount there, or you need that, 42,000?
I will.
Oh, 67. Next, item B, staff report, purchase of pickup truck for Park Maintenance Department. Mr. Flagel.
Yes, this is a budgeted item for updating of a park truck, and to cover the details of the bids, Chad Shoemaker.
Thank you. Advertisements for bids were placed in the Mexico Ledger and listed on the city's website. Also mailed to vendors for a 3/4-ton 4x2 regular cab pickup truck with a long bed for the Parks Maintenance Department. We opened bids on December 4th with 2 bids received. You'll notice one does not meet specs. Chevrolet is not able to make a regular cab long bed truck this year because they're changing over their factories. And Tom Bowman Ford then gave us the only bid that actually met specs at $19,960. You will notice that the trade-in truck doesn't have a particularly high mileage mileage. This trash truck runs all day long, whether it's actually going anywhere or not, because it's going from trash can to trash can, and cans are being loaded and everything. It's a very high-hour truck. In fact, we've re-welded the door frame on the driver's side on this 3 times already. We've had to send it out. The door's been open and closed so many times. So with that said, the budget allows $29,500 for the purchase of the truck. We thought we got a really good price again, and staff recommends council approve the purchase of the 3/4-ton 4x2 regular cab pickup truck from Tom Bolton Ford, Hannibal, Missouri.
Your all's pleasure.
I make a motion to purchase a pickup truck for the Parks Department from Tom Ball and Ford for $19,960.
Second.
Briggs.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Shivers.
Yes.
Williams.
Item C, staff report, purchase of replacement playground equipment for use at Hardin Park. Pleasure.
Yes, this is the next playground in the series to be updated at Hardin Park, and like normal, the bidding process that we used was, of course, setting the budget and then letting them present us what they felt they could provide us for that. So to cover what we have done and the bids received, with once again, Chad Shoemaker.
I guess I could have sticked up there. Requests for proposals are sent to 11 vendors. Advertisements placed in the Mexico Ledger to get proposals for the replacement and installation of playground equipment at Hardin Park. We did receive 10 proposals from 11 vendors that were within the budgeted amount. Tabulation of those costs is attached. The vendors are expected to spend the full amount. We don't rate these on price being higher or lower. We rate these on whoever provided the best play value for the budgeted amount and the best quality equipment. Proposals reviewed and assessed by a committee composed of the park board members and park staff. It was determined that the proposal option A, submitted by Hutchison Recreation and Design, was the best submitted proposal. The park board committee unanimously approved that choice at their December 3rd, 2018 meeting. Staff recommends the council approve the purchase of replacement playground equipment from Hutchison Recreation and Design in St. Louis, Missouri for a bid price of $45,000, subject to the bidder's ability to deliver and install the equipment in a reasonable length of time.
Looks pretty fancy. You may want to go play.
Is this replacing equipment?
It is replacing equipment, yes.
Yeah, it says that, sorry.
It's your all's pleasure.
I move that we purchase the replacement playground equipment for use at Hardin Park from Hutchinson Recreation Design for $45,000.
Second.
Briggs.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Shivers.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Next item is discussion of our meeting, which is scheduled for December 24th. And I don't know how many people want to come on Christmas Eve, but I think that in the past, we've allowed them to pay the bills, even though we're not here, and we kind of approved that. Do we have to approve that at the next meeting?
No, actually, what we would like you to do is, if you wish not to hold that meeting, it would be a motion to cancel that meeting and authorize staff to pay the necessary claims to avoid any late charges and penalties necessary to close out the month.
Okay.
Can we just say so moved?
Sure.
Second then.
So seconded?
Briggs.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Shivers.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Next is the claims.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Briggs.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Shivers.
Yes.
Williams.
Next item is council comments, and we'll begin with you, Mrs. Briggs.
I really can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Mr. Williams.
Performance of Annie. Y'all did all right. Y'all did a really good job. It was very entertaining, and since we will not see you till after the New Year, I wish all of you and your families a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Dr. Shivers.
I'll say ditto for what Chris said.
Okay. Mr. Slagle.
Nothing to add.
I'm lost for words, except inviting everybody to make sure they come Wednesday morning at 7:30 and 8 o'clock for our MU Health SSM meeting. so important to Mexico that we support this so we have hospital continuation. At this time, we'll take public comments. If you have a public comment, we'd ask you to come to the podium, state your name and address, try to hold your comments to 3 minutes. Seeing no one jumping up to the podium, I move we adjourn.
Second.
Briggs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes?
Shivers,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.